Good morning, everyone. I represent the southern tier of New York, and one of the things that often happens in this discourse around gun violence is that we never fully talk about the after effects, the trauma that gun violence leaves behind for our communities that takes many years, if at all, to heal. And so as a state legislature, as a state, we have to do more. And I want to thank our esteemed co-chairs and leaders, all of the advocates that are here today, advocating for and uplifting the fact that we have to end gun violence. As the chair of Women's Issues in the Senate, we see how pervasive gun violence is when it comes to domestic violence, that it's easier to get access to a gun than it is to get services when you're trying to leave a violent situation. And so it is for all of these reasons and so much more that we have to have collective action, because as it has been said, that a bullet doesn't have a name on it, but we know the names of those who are impacted. And so there are actions that we have to continue to take as a state to ensure that our community members, all of us, can thrive and live in safety and knowing that they are being invested in. And so while we as a state have made investments in gun prevention and gun safety, what often happens in this community conversation is the interjection of, well, people are trying to take away our guns and it's an infringement upon our Second Amendment rights. And what we're saying is we have to be safe. There are resources in place for a reason. And so it is important that, yes, while we support the Second Amendment, but it can't be blindly done. We can't ignore the glaring realities of how easy it is to still get access to a gun, even in a state like ours, for all the reasons that have been shared. And so I want to, again, thank everyone for being here. This isn't just an urban problem. This is a rural problem. This is a suburban problem. This is a New York problem. This is a country problem. And we have to collectively work together to fix it. Thank you so much.